whether the president did well.
Good morning to you viewers. Let's begin what's trending. The federal government over the weekend announced that it will file a lawsuit against Daily Trust newspaper over its report on the signing of the Samoa Agreement. The agreement has been controversial due to fears that it may promote LGBTQ rights. The Daily Trust had reported that some clerics, rights activists, and civil society organizations in Nigeria were furious over the decision of the federal government to sign the controversial agreement. However, at a media briefing on Saturday, the federal government reiterated that the agreement it signed was strictly for the economic development of the country, adding that there is nowhere in the agreement where LGBTQ or same-sex marriage was mentioned. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, at the briefing, said that the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is tolerant of the media criticism, but won't condone anything capable of jeopardizing national security.
We are alarmed by the level of reckless reporting and statements by some media organizations and individuals that border on national security and stability. While we sometimes view and treat these occasional reports as part of media's normal work, we have now seen a pattern that is difficult to be wished away as normal journalism. We, however, did not envisage that Daily Trust and the people behind it could descend to the reckless level of attempting to set the country on fire by falsely accusing the government of signing a deal to promote LGBTQ. We found that despicable and wicked because the allegation is nowhere in the document signed on behalf of the federal government.
All right. The Minister of Budget also debunked the fact that there was a $150 billion loan in that agreement, saying that, the Samoa Agreement only enabled 1.7 billion euro grant to Nigeria for projects. But of course, Daily Trust has responded, and I'll read their response. They wrote, "Two ministers of government and other sundry commentators have taken us to the cleaners over our story on the Samoa Agreement in particular and some other reports published earlier. We have followed with attention what these government officials said and left unsaid, and we will publish that in full for the records. We have also acknowledged lapses in our reporting on this particular matter, pointed out to us by professional colleagues, and we will review and take appropriate measures. As our editors understood it, the Samoa Agreement signed by Nigeria has expanded the definition of gender rights from the traditional male-female to a new norm captured by the term LGBTQ. That is the crux of the matter. If the agreement does not aim at promoting such new orientation, widely accepted in Western countries, then we are wrong in our interpretation. We will readily apologize both to the government and to the public for crying wolf." Dr. Bati, while I catch my breath, I'd also like to pull up the Article 9 in the Samoa Agreement for our viewers to see why, there was such an uproar. Dr. Bati, a quick comment before I pull up that agreement.
Yes,
standards. This is the Article 9. This is the bone of contention. But as you know, the federal government has made it clear that they signed a declaration document on the 26th of June that will supersede any of those questionable remarks in that Article 9 as it relates to Nigeria and its sovereignty.
So in that 9(2), where did you see promotion of same-sex marriage rights there? Where? These fundamental rights are fundamental rights that is being mounted. See, I also get the sentiment of the West as regards propagation of same-sex.
Right.
But in that declaration, where did you see it there? And also, if hypothesis, in a case it was signed into law, the truth has to be said that our own laws supersede that other law. Because we have a Same-Sex Prohibition Act of Parliament signed into law by the President of this country. It is an offense, it is a crime. But let's not whip sentiments. I think, Dr. Abati, I don't think that sentiment was worthy by Daily Trust. I think Daily Trust has admitted error. They didn't just want to openly apologize. They've admitted error. You know, they said where our colleagues have pointed it out to her. So probably I think they've gone through Oga Ezeze, the ombudsman, that have pointed some areas out to them in all of them because they admitted it in the statements. And they say it's an ongoing story.
They said it's an ongoing story.
So the also thing is that I don't think we should harm the federal government. And this is me. I'm a big critic of government when they do wrong. But in this, I don't think we should harm them.
Well, all right.
Truth has to be said. What Nigerians should just be, like I said, is be vigilant. If now there's any attempt to repeal that same-sex marriage out, that's when everybody
that's when there should be uproar. Well, right.
But in this, the federal government has even brought out the declaration. There's no point handing there. But also, I will make a very strong point. The Minister of Information had no right for the subtle threats. He's a media publisher himself. He's the publisher of blueprints. He has no right for any form of subtle threat. Engagement dialogue, stating your position. We in the media have upheld the position of the government. You reported that Premium Times to also upheld the position of the government. So these are multiple newspapers. Because we are talking about reason and objectivity here. But the idea of threatening is what I would not take. Because
the minister says you people should practice normal journalism.
No, he has no right to tell us.
No.
He has no right to tell us. And that's what we will not take. He is a publisher
can
himself.
You clarify which is
with due respect, if Blueprints, his own media outlets that is publisher of, prints a story that is as variance and people are telling to practice normal journalism, how will he feel? That's my point. And the president of this country too is a media publisher.
Yes, he is. And
at a time where some journalists were still kidnapped, this is an all-time low time for journalists in the country. He has no right for subtle threats. Well, we would be objective on the fact, we'll stay on the matter.
We will be objective.
Let's not have any hula
always stay on the matter.
Normal journalism.
That's what I was asking you. You have not explained it.
No, it means responsible journalism.
Responsible, not normal. So that's the word we understand.
Okay,
responsible, that's what I understand.
You prefer that one?
Of course. Responsible journalism, as always. Well said, guys. We'll take another story. Niger State Governor Umar Bago is in the eye of the storm after he was caught in a viral video ordering his security detail to slap and deal with an Islamic cleric who offered to deliver closing prayers during a ceremony for the late wife of his deputy in Mina, Niger State, over the weekend. The governor, in the video, also ordered his security detail to arrest and deal with the cleric. Let's take a look at this video before we come back for a discussion.
Allah ya jikanta ya sa ta huta za mu nema malam daya ina ke mutan gani da zan mare ka zo hey malam ne slap him first wait I said slap him right hey malam ne go and arrest him that's serious you do it well. Because you look at the number of cars. Ina da suma, ina da madaci. Kai malam ba shi microphone tsaya wurin. Ya zuwa da gawar.
This is outrageous and unbecoming of a governor of a state.
Oji, the irony is not lost on me that we're just coming from discussing the true meaning of fundamental human rights, and this is what we're talking about. We're talking about, but that's the meaning of human rights. It means that you respect the human rights of every single person. Why go and deal with him? It is the impunity is just outrageous. The brazenness is outrageous. It's so unfortunate, and he knows he's being recorded, and he doesn't care because he knows nothing will happen. There are no consequences for that. Power and absolute power, and it's deplorable. So for me, when we talk about, fundamental human rights, that's where I'm going to focus on, because these things are happening time and time and time again with our most powerful, with our most highly placed personalities.
He could have declined, and the police will stand by him.
Absolutely. We'll keep
His job is
calling
not to go
out
about
these things.
beating
In a country where a boss will tell you, you are mad, you are stupid, you're a bastard, I will slap you, I will kick you, get off my side.
Unacceptable.
But that's the country we live in.
But
and that's why we must condemn it. In a country where every small thing is abuse. In fact, have you seen people that say, oh, I was beating you because I wanted to correct you. I slap you to reset your brain.
Like you are their father.
If you don't slap them, their brain will not reset. That's the kind of country.
Unacceptable. And to note that we hail this governor. We call him Farmer Bago. Remember, Farmer Bago. Unacceptable, really. Which leads me to my other story.
In fact, the governor should apologize.
Absolutely, and that's what I thought we were going to say. He should apologize, really. Unacceptable. Well, Farmer Bago takes me to my next story. The First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, is encouraging Nigerians to embrace farming. Tinubu made this known in a post on X over the weekend, sharing pictures of herself farming in her garden and encouraging women to participate in the Every Home a Garden competition, which aims to inculcate the habit of farming and food production into society right from the family unit, and also promote eating healthy foods. While speaking to journalists at the State House residence as she unveiled her vegetable garden, the First Lady said that women must be seen at the forefront of a food security campaign in the country.
I'm trying to be, and then everybody should try to grow something. So I didn't know what I can add to the State House. And I thought, a private vegetable garden would be nice, and that has very good health benefits. And I'm appealing to Nigerians. You don't want me to win the 25 million. So get to work and, grow something in your house. And like some people will say, I don't have land, but they call it smart farming. You can grow anything in a bucket. Just grow something. And that's what, do you have a garden yourself? Grow something. You'll enjoy doing that. It's not that, it's free. It's God's gift to man.
Absolutely. God's gift to man. I don't know about it being free, and I don't know about it being, easily accessible.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. I have to quickly come here, but there's something I need to show to you guys that sometimes you guys might just bypass it. So let me quickly take you there. This is the First Lady, Remi Tinubu, telling us to farm from our home or anywhere, to embrace farming, rather. Okay, good. But I want to show you guys something. Even in their closets, in their compound, the First Lady, the president's wife, there were still security men guiding her while she was farming in her home. Let's see this.
And to embrace farming. Tinubu made this known in a post on X over the weekend, sharing pictures of herself farming in her garden and encouraging women to participate in the Every Home.
Okay, this is where I was looking for. Everybody can see this, right? Look at all the men there with their weapon or whatever they are protecting, even in their house, in their compound. Now, why am I bringing this part? Farming is a good thing. I support her on that. But you cannot encourage Nigerians to embrace farming when you have not given them the security that will protect them while they are farming. You're not giving them the protection that will protect their crops. You're not giving them anything, but you have protection. So how do we? I don't understand how we try to sort out the roof without not thinking about the foundation. It's not going to work. So the First Lady of Nigeria, with all due respect, Madam, I beg, what you should be addressing right now, how we can totally scrap Fulani herdsmen that is killing our mothers, our sisters, our farmers, raping them at the same time in the farm. These are the things you should be addressing, not telling people to farm. Where are they going to farm from? In their living room? Where? It's crazy. This is hypocrisy. Let's say it how it is. You are farming and we have lots of men in suits, all of them protecting you in your own compound, though. This will not be saying you there forest, they farm. In your own compound, men in suits are protecting you. You say, make me go inside bush, man, go farm. Which is a good thing, but you have not given us security. You have not addressed the insecurity that is gradually, or rather rapidly, taking lives in Nigeria right now. He said, man, could go farm. I thought I should bring that in, my people. And so we see, because many of you for miss this area. Now, no, so for you, they watch how they go, listen to the others, they will miss them. But let's move on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate every one of you right there. And God have a blessing. I'm mother of all mommy diaspora. Good evening to you, mommy. Thank you very much for what you do. I appreciate you always, always, always. I appreciate every one of you right there. I still have a couple of things to present right now. But before that, I'm going to post out a link in case those of you that want to join us, you can click on the link and come in. But there's something that is new on my broadcast, or rather on our broadcast from today. We've upgraded, although we pay lots of money for this. I don't come here to tell you guys so that it doesn't look like people now label us or you guys are asking people for money, but that's fine. It's for the comfort of everybody. At this moment now, because we can only have participants just, normally we can have 12, right? At this moment, I believe we can have more than 50 people at the same time participating. Although I'm just trying it for the first time, I don't know if I'm going to get it right today. For the first time, I'm trying it today, but let's see how it goes. You know, so I'm going to post out the link. Let's see how many people that can come in today. Then we see how it works. Like they normally say that practice gives you the best result, right? So we are going to see how it works. I'll post out this link, although with proper scrutiny. Don't think that you can come in here if you're satanic and you'll be allowed in. You're going to be properly scrutinized before you can come. I know my people when I see them, but if I don't know you, you'll pass through scrutiny, which I'm not going to reveal on air. So I thought I should let you guys know this, then we'll take it from there. Thank you very much, my people. But before that, I'd like us to move on. I'm going to showcase more names later on screen, but I've got a super chat earlier on. I got a super chat from Stephanie Ojek. Thank you so much for the super chat. And God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Guys, press on the super chat as well. Encourage our work so that we can always do more for you. Always encourage us. It's very, very important. Let's do this. It's not easy coming here every day. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share. Pacha, enough my dear sister, I can see right there. Good evening to you. Thank you, CXL, Wisdom Lucky. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Mike Akambari, Stella, Masamedo, Matatu Sabi. Now, God bless you. Now, Rosie Ayosh. Thank you, UC Andrew. Thank you, my people. Peg Modi in the building. Thank you, Abu Azi. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do. Madam Pachichata Gonjumi. Thank you very much, Madam Iris Finance, Madam Martina Ambassi TV. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Clifford. Thank you. Chris Mandela. Promise to do Bize, Emmanuel Chooks, Josephine, Iserere, and many, many others that I will showcase shortly. I appreciate you all, my people. I'd like us to just move on right now. Okay, let's listen to because this video is trending. One thing I don't know, I tried, but I couldn't find when this video happened. So nobody should come here because they tell me, say, I find that I tried my best. I couldn't find the exact dates, maybe because they caught the part and they're sharing it everywhere. Where UK parliamentarian was saying, talking about the corruption actually that is eating us up. Some people are saying this now, some said this in the past, some people are saying here and there. I'm not sure, but I would like to learn from you on this particular video. But meanwhile, let's listen to it.
To stop those who are profiting from the wealth of that great nation and hiding it here. Now, some people will remember when General Gowon left Nigeria with half the central bank, so it is said, and moved to London. We know that today, even now, in this great city of ours, there are, sadly, some people who have taken from the Nigerian people and hidden their ill-gotten gains here. We know that our banks, sadly, have been used for that profit and for that illegal transfer of assets. And that means that the UK is in an almost unique position in being able to actually do something to really exert pressure on those who have robbed the Nigerian people. Now, this puts a particular onus on the Minister, and I know my right honourable friend knows it, that using Magnitsky sanctions today isn't just about protecting Nigeria, although it is. It's not just about respecting Nigerian young people who have been robbed and murdered by these SARS units. It's actually about protecting the United Kingdom, because what happens in Nigeria matters fundamentally to us here. This is the third country of the Commonwealth. This is a country of 200 million people. It is going to be the great economic powerhouse of Africa and one of the great economic powerhouses of the world. This is a country whose wealth, not just in the oil off the river state, but in the imagination and creativity of its people, is witnessed every day in Nollywood, and perhaps more my style, at the great University of Jos. This is a country that gives so much to the world already, despite the fact that it is ill-governed, brutalized, and robbed. Just imagine what it could give.
All right. I believe you guys, I don't know, like I said, somebody have to tell us when that video, when they take on. But meanwhile, I'd like us to quickly move on here. Some people are already here, but I don't know how to put you on the screen. No, this thing, I tell you, I say I'm learning. And some people are already here. They don't click the link, but I don't know where you did. And to go find you. Hey, God. I just said not be one chance we enter today. So I tell you, I say I learn, I learn. No, you laugh me and learn. I don't learn this thing come from heaven. But meanwhile, I would like us to quickly listen to this.
All the revelations that came out of the designer story by now should have become a movie.
How did you even know that? I go there not all the time, that's the thing.
It's the first time Diazani is speaking to the media in 8 years.
U.S. and British officials told us Alison Madueke might have personally overseen the stealing of $6 billion.
Diazani Alison Madueke appeared at the Central London Police Station.
I authorized it. I authorized the rest of it.
Threatened that if I don't leave that story, it's going to be eliminated.
I can't remember if there's ever been a Nigerian woman as powerful as she was.
Buying a yacht with the money of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and be riding it around and renting it out to Jay-Z and his wife, Beyonce. I think that one is more brazen.
She has corruption in her system.
Where are you from? How do you come about this thing?
Look, just look at it.
Cost of living has tripled.
So I cannot ask any question here. So which one is the Diazani house?
I feel like John says it's across there now.
We are going there.
I was born into the oil sector.
I beg now, Heritage Court Estate. So we're here at the 1220 West Highway, Silver Spring in Maryland, which is one of the apartments that Diazani allegedly bought.
Her name is not on any of those documents, is it? These are all properties which are bought for her benefit.
I believe that one of the properties that was purchased by Kola Waluka was in the name of a shell company called Madam Inc. And it was interesting because Madueke was called Madam.
So this is not London. So she and her people wait until they buy a house.
Check your facts.
The first woman to lead a country delegation in OPEC.
It is blood money.
Guys, please move closer because this is one of those I cannot believe it stories. Even my brother does not believe it. So I heard that the federal government of Nigeria is now selling brass as Jesus, that didn't come out right. What I meant to say is that the government is selling brass and waist trainers, you know, but not just any brass and waist trainers. So I'm telling you, these were the ones that our former petroleum minister, Desani Madueke, left behind when she left the country after allegedly stealing $2.5 billion. Dollars, not naira. I said, but what is so special about Desani's bra? Until I saw the photo of the bra, I said, Jesus. Apparently, my mother has one of the world's most expensive bras called Heavenly Star, which was made in 2001 by Victoria's Secret. The bra is made with 1,200 pink sapphires. And in the middle of the bra, right in the center, they have a 90-carat flawless emerald cut diamond. Do you know how much they sell the bra? $12.5 million. Jesus. He shocked you. He shocked even me. He shocked me. $12.5 million. Story come. Baba. Why? Oh, no. Some people are wicked. As in fact, there's level to this wickedness. Some people are just outright wicked. You spend $12.5 million on bra. Baba. I know that some people don't like when we talk about this woman. I don't even care what anybody says. Why does anybody need a $12 million bra? Why? Just explain. Maybe you can enlighten me. How much is that in naira? Like 5.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. All right. What is going to happen now? I'm posting out another link. I can see some of you already on the back stage, but I'm finding it difficult to bring you in. I can see some of you, Madam Luke is there, Mashallah is there, Mr. Jonathan is there, and all that. So, but because we are trying, so let me post out this link to come in with this for now while we continue trying. So every one of you that are on the backstage right now that have clicked on the previous link, please click on this one, come in for now. With this, they will continue to try. We'll get there. All right. Media not easy like that. Oh, I need to look out for far distance. This is easy. This is not to your press button your entire life. It's not easy like that. Oh. Thank you very much. Now, hey, I can bring people in now. Thank you, mashallah. All right. Those of you on that side, keep coming. Use this one. Let's see if this one works. Thank you very much. Mashallah, don't find it safe. Come here. All right. While we are waiting for that one, thank you very much, my people. Now, God, I will bless you now. I appreciate you all. As I know, say, Tony Kabaka for Edo State. Don't do wedding, or whether you want to do wedding, I don't know. You know, they say Obaseki, you know, send that money. And Mother Luke, I don't see you. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. Obaseki send that money, or rather, Obaseki go send that drink and everything, and more things are coming, cow and all that. So as I take forward this to come give me, I can say, now so, okay, make I see forward that, make I come give una, make una see and by una self to know, say, hey, I don't know what Obaseki is trying to achieve at this particular moment by, you know, and I know some are so firstly, anyway, I don't want to make a forward, you know, but let me see how I can bring this video in. Why is everything like a little bit difficult today? Is it because I'm using a different kind of streaming? Okay, you guys bear with me so that we can get this right. Okay, let me start. Thank you, Abdul Malik. I can see you as well. Mr. Jonathan, we are still waiting for you. We are waiting for every one of you. Just click on it and join us here. Let's do this together. I'm trying to get this video to your screen. If I tell you I say I know the struggle with this broadcast, then I lie or they lie because I'm using this different kind of broadcast today. You know, software rather. You know, so and it's not easy for me. Okay, let me play this video while I continue to learn. And God, I will bless you, my people. Listen to me.
Stop on this side. Stop on this side. Stop on this side. The street governor. The street governor. The street governor. The street governor.
Street governor. The street governor.
President. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want not change. Excellency. The president. Governor Obaseki Orease. The cow is on the way coming. Yes. What cow? For the marriage.
The support of the marriage.
God bless you. Confirm.
Now God will bless them.
Amen.
Who see good things must happen.
Yes.
This is celebration.
Yes.
God, I thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
For waiting. For him to remember me or to appreciate me at this period. Amen. The Lord is his strength.
Amen.
The state.
Okadigo.
Thank the excellency for me.
Yes.
I really appreciate this drink.
God bless him. God bless him.
Nothing is too small, nothing is too big.
Exactly, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
With one cow. With one cow, the cow is
on the way. May God bless you.
I'll give you gum.
Street governor. Street Yes, sir.
Who is me for the governor to say, go and give Kabaka drink upon the crisis and everything? Anytime he appreciate me, I always appreciate. But he should just may do the needful.
Okay, now so we see how my people, that is Comrade Tony Kabaka right there. Obaseki buy Coke, Fanta, Mont, 7-Up, Sprite. He buy for him. Say me to do a wedding. I don't understand just now. And of course, say I change them as I take him and started the car and come here. I try and name everything we did there just now. For now. They say cow, they come on the way. So let's continue to wait for that. But meanwhile, I appreciate you all. We need to kick on and move on now with the broadcast. And God will bless you, my people. Please click on the link. Help us to share. Help us to like. Click on the $sign. Encourage our work. I really do appreciate every one of you right there. And God will bless you now. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. The first caller of today, who's going to be? I don't know. Who's going to be the first caller of today? If now you quickly call in. If not, I'm going to start with my panelists so that we can move on. I'm not receiving any call yet. So, the call where person they give, introduction. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Ogashimize. Okay, sir, I can hear you now. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
You came out with it, so the people are already do their stuff. I know the people are waiting.
Yeah, that's true.
Happy new week and new month. I think this thing you did is a new development to your platform, making 50 people or more than 50 people at the same time. But if you see any way you can give it number 1, number 2, number 3, I think that would be good. Not every you selecting this person, is it this person, is it another person? I think make 1, 2, or 5. I think that would be good. And then please, there's one video I sent to you about Asare. I see something that baffles me. I sent you on this number.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent it. That video. If you see that video, man, you will scream. All right.
I'll check it now.
For the let me like Nigeria, the people are calling for protest or whatever they call it. You see, it's early or it's hard time Nigeria will wake up to protest for the hunger, for the insecurity. Because insecurity is still number 1 in Nigeria. Insecurity, the hunger is too much. So I think tell the government that what you are doing to us, it is unacceptable. You know, enough is enough. You go to the street and say, okay, let us remove this tribal regionalism issue on Nigeria. If this thing don't go away, believe me, this protest we are saying, me and saying, Nigeria Watch, I say everybody is saying, it won't stand. Because the tribalism and the regionalism will make it crash. You see? So, and another thing, people should stop going to the church. It's good to go to church. Going to the church from Monday to Saturday to go and pray. And you say you are hungry. And your pastor will be brainwashing you. Then you leave your business, you leave your work to go and hustle. So to put food on your table, not to go to church so that a pastor will see something. Oh, I see you with 1 billion tomorrow. Hey, no, come on, if you don't go to work, there's no 1,000 or million will come to you. Even if you go to church and pray from now till next year, you will remain the same, or hunger will kill you. It's hard time. Pastors and prophets should tell Nigeria
Thank you.
It's good to go to church. And another thing,
Thank you, sir.
It's good. The first lady, I buy her idea for go for. I put some vegetable on my house here. I have some vegetables. I put it. Yes, we don't know we are seasonal something. I live where snow fall, and now it's
okay, sir. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, sir. Please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Yes, sir. All right. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. Your name and where you're calling from. Good evening to you.
Hello, I'm Senator. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all the panels, everybody in the panel.
Who they talk now? Who they talk?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Wale from New York.
Okay, sir. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Mr. Evans, I think there is some news you missed. You play it, but it's like you missed it. That one is very, very important. About the Ziani, the video you show now. Mr. Evans, if me, I become the governor, my own works are $40 million.
You're waiting.
Hello? If I become the governor in Nigeria, my own boxer or my own sponsor could be $40 million.
Why?
Anyway, that's a joke. That will make sense. That will make sense. I still find it very difficult to believe that thing. I don't know if it will be true, but I still find it difficult to believe. Let's leave that. Did you see the governor of the governor? I think we need to talk about the way the attitude of Nigerian governors. Look at the governor in Niger asking someone to slap person. Just imagine a governor asking his slap person in front of camera. Does that mean that all the governors in Nigeria, all of them, they are now what do you call it? They are now God or what? What does that mean? Because I find it difficult to believe, but to understand why will the governor do that? So I don't understand. About the church or whatever, about the church that they're talking about. The church, for me, I don't believe the church. Church did not force anybody to bring their money. It is people that are giving them money. So that one is not for me personally, doesn't mean anything. But please, that governor, we need to talk about that one. Very, very important. Does that mean that governor are now turning to God or what in Nigeria? Or any governor official? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, Mr. Wale. God bless you. Okay, give us a mandate. Let me confirm you, since you have an issue with this. Just unmute yourself, please, and speak quickly. Say that you.
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You'll be confirmed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you so much. Yes, I think we should. Let me come back to call us later. Let me quickly move on to the people on the panel. The first person on the panel today is Amashola, then followed by Madam Luke. Then Amashala, we don't still catch you. You don't still join us today. Wait till they stop. You don't abandon us for streets. Mashallah, I will not hear you. Your audio not good. Sorry. You need to work on that. We can't hear anything. You unmuted yourself, but we can't hear anything. Sorry. Let me call on Madam Luke. Madam Luke, thank you very much, man, for joining us today. Good evening to you. Let's see if your audio will work as well.
Can you hear me?
No, not the year. Mashallah, go and throw away your laptop.
You know, so I don't just throw away one laptop before, so it can happen to everybody. When you spend every day on Niger Watch, your microphone is about to go off. So that's it.
Now, Madam Luke, before you greet people, I beg, no verse.
That's all right.
You went through the other link. What did you see there? What did they happen?
Listen, the thing carried me to another stream yard to go and register my grandfather's name. Serious screen, you know. But you know the funny thing, you could hear the show. It's like it reproduced the YouTube screen all over again, with no access to microphone and no access to video to verify. So that's why I posted on the comment section. I said this one another level.
Yes, the screening is tight because the reason why those satanic set of people can want to hide under this shadow to come through that to haunt us here. So that's why it's like that. But we are still working on
this. This is good though. In fact, I like it because then you register there and you are bona fide and you're confirmed. But but to cross over to the other side, to be on the panel is another issue.
Okay, no problem. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, man. Okay. Thank you so much. That's us.
Okay. Hello, Mommy Diaspora. Ma'am, my esteemed panelists, co-panelists, the commentators, the callers, and the viewers at large. I greet you. It's another wonderful day. And we're here again to discuss what we can do to move Nigeria forward. And just to at least brainstorm. There were a lot of things that were discussed today. I don't even know where to start. The one that I really was able to pick out was when I'm not even going to discuss that Desiani bra and all those things. Those things have been trashed out for years. I don't understand why that thing keeps coming up again and again and again. So I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to do. We have people in Nigeria currently that are doing harm to the economy. And all they can do is start giving us all these distractions about Desiani that they cannot even bring back to the country. Yahaya Bello is an AWOL. So I'm going to leave that alone for people who really want to discuss that, because I didn't really get it. And then coming back to Madam Remi Tinubu, I like the fact that Mr. Niger Watch had brought her garden. I wish, see the garden like a garden in what do you call it, in Qatar. See security and look at the whole place. That one a farm. I wish all Nigerians had those kind of farms in their backyard. That would be great. And then look at the plethora of security men, plain clothes, KGB, FBI, all of them inside that garden there. I don't think any Fulani herdsman can wander into that place, either drunk or sober. Are these the kinds of treatment Nigerians get? So, you know, every day you look at these people, you wonder how in the world did we get here? Why are we cursed with the most, insensitive leaders in Nigeria that don't feel anything for I mean, I won't blame her because she doesn't have any children in Nigeria that will go through all this. And even the ones that are in Nigeria are heavily protected. And they are heavily endowed that they will not see poverty for generations to come. Let me not say that, because we've had a lot of people like Abiola, the Abiolas and all that have tasted wealth, and till today we don't even know what they did with that wealth. So I don't understand why this woman keeps coming out to display this level of sensitivity that she's. But then again, I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't know why. When you are you have been in a situation whereby you have sold your soul to the devil, you have been in a drug cartel, and you have done everything else that will make you, and then you are a pastor too. I mean, she has come full circle with her spirituality. So whenever you finish committing all the crimes in this world and you do whatever you need to do, the best you can do is to become a pastor. That is the crowning glory for all criminals. That is the crowning glory for people who have been, have done it all. And that's why I don't respect anybody in that bears that name, pastor, reverend. In fact, I don't even regard them as anything. Because for you to get to where you are, to get that level, to continue to rip people off with your satanic soul, you have sold your soul to the devil. So, coming to Edo State Court, I'm not exactly sure what that Kabaka gathering was all about. So, it's Governor Basaki supporting people. I mean, I'm not sure. I know they were carrying drinks and all that stuff. Maybe it's just a political affiliate. Maybe it's just some political affiliate that he was trying to support. So I don't know why that has made the news. Obaseki has the right to do whatever he wants to do. He has friends. He has people that he can support. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Whether it's his money or his Edo State money, he has the right to spend it the way he wants to spend it. So that is, basically what the situation is. And like I said, I don't know what else we're going to talk about. The situation in Nigeria is getting worse. Tinubu is going back to ECOWAS to resume continue his second term of whatever they're doing. You showcased all the elections. I mean, what they did in Europe. 40 million people voted. No glitch or nothing. So you showcased a lot of things today, and I will wait to hear what other people have to say, because it is more of the same, and there's really nothing that I can sink my teeth on today to say, okay, we are going forward or we are going backwards. We're just in a stalemate of what we're going to do. But Remi Tinubu takes the cake today, and IPOB, Tinubu under intense pressure to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Who can put pressure on Tinubu to let Nnamdi Kanu go? If Tinubu wanted to release Nnamdi Kanu, he would have released Nnamdi Kanu a long time ago. But Nnamdi Kanu is being held as a bargaining chip. As long as Nnamdi Kanu remains incarcerated, that is the hold he has on the southeastern Nigeria. That is what it is. He's getting some kind of sickening satisfaction from it that he inherited from Buhari. So they are holding Nnamdi Kanu as a trophy. Because with that, anything that happens is what they're going to use to hold the Southeasterners. I heard the other time that the governors and we were rallying around to... I mean, how difficult can this be? Sunday Igboho has been released. The Fulani headsmen are being released. Boko Haramists are being released. What did Nnamdi Kanu do that is different? So you see, it's a bargaining chip. As for those state gubernatorial elections, I was here yesterday when they were talking about the election. I mean, the court ruling. I mean, we are such a banana republic. How can somebody just come out one day and start? I think the courts in Nigeria are a huge joke. So anybody can just come up from any kangaroo judgment, give any kangaroo, and then people will just run with it and continue to do what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. But all eyes are on Edo State. My prayer is that Edo people should defend their mandate. defend their mandates, whoever they choose to vote for. But right now, it's split all over that it is difficult to even find out, even if the people were to vote today, consciously and seriously, who the winner is going to be. Because the factions are too much. You have the Kumbawa faction, you have the Apata faction, you have the APC backed up by Tinubu faction. Don't count those ones out. Because whatever happened in Imo State is going to play out heavily in Edo State. How Edo people are going to handle this is what I'm yet to see. Because they say I don't know the carry last, Abi. No, this is going to be a test of time. So my people, I don't have much to say today. I'm going to wait till people have submitted, they're given their submission. Then I can ask questions. But it's more or less like the same today. We are still in a stalemate, bad economy, hunger, disease, and all kinds of, inhumane situations in Nigeria. Thank you, my people.
Thank you very much, Madalo. God bless you, man.
Nigeria,
yes, I hear you now. Yes, finally. I also see that first laptop. You helped me to win, right?
And the same laptop. My device, you see, I follow you.
Thank you.
Let me start with Madam Luke's rounding up concerning Edo State. Madam Luke, the confusion we have there in Edo State right now is the handover of APC. APC will flourish inside confusion. That is what they want. So that when you read, you cannot say it went this way or it went that way. So that's their game plan. Confuse the entire environment up to the point that everybody is not sure who is voting for, who are we voting for. So you cannot say this person that is leading. So that in that way, they can do their mago. That is what APC is looking for. Let's go to the protests. I've been seeing protests, Nigerians saying protests, they are fixing dates for Nigerian government to be getting ready for them. I don't know why you're fixing dates for protests. When you're ready, just come out and just let it happen. You shouldn't have a date to it, but they are fixing a date. I am waiting to see them. Because I have said it to someone yesterday. I said, if Nigeria, with the way the levels of suffering and hardship in Nigeria is going now, if by December 31st, we have not seen a protest such of mega answers, that means we are just like bond slaves in the hands of all these politicians. Tinubu wife, congratulations, you are farming. You are farming to deceive yourself. What you are farming there, will you feed everybody in the Aso Rock there? Because your small farm there is for Aso Rock. Is the food you are prepared, you are growing there, vegetable you are growing there, is it only meant for the president? You have battalions of people in that place that you feed every day. Would they feed from that farm? To let you know how wicked you are, you are showing yourself, telling us go and farm. A man that has rented face me and face you, where is the land? Where will you plant it? Where will he plant his vegetable? Why are we so wicked? We just come out and show things to make people get angry. People that have chosen the trade to be a farmer, they have farms where you see cow. Fulani X-Men will come there and graze there. I watched a video yesterday while they were grazing on somebody's farm in Edo State. I couldn't believe, man. Mr. Ives, I don't know if you have seen that video. When I saw it, I was raged, man. I said, the way they ate this man's vegetable, it was like having a bulldozer walk through a farm. All the green changed to brown.
I believe we played the video a couple of weeks ago. Yes, we played it. I saw it.
When I saw that video, just imagine how many acres someone has told, and this person didn't farm with machineries, manual farming, and then you go there, and yet the people cannot attack them. They can't do anything. They just watch cow just feed on what they've worked for months on, and then you come here to tell us to farm in our backyard. Which backyard? Tinubu, if you're not wicked, have you seen what Lagos looks like now in flood? Who is going to farm? if it's not out of wickedness, if you have the chance of being I'm so sure you will do more than designing. You use church to cover your face, but you are in your heart of heart. That's the headquarters of wickedness. You and your husband. You are coming to tell us to come and farm, insulting Nigerians that are hungry. Will that place farm what you are farming? Will you farm bag of rice? It's only vegetable they will eat because they are not goats. Wickedness. Our state governor, according to them, Tony Kabaka, you're just, to me, that video is just show of trying to buy someone's mind. Maybe Tony Kabaka has not picked a candidate he wants to support. So they call him street governor. He's in charge of the streets. So the governor is trying to make sure that the street governor is involved in their campaign. At his last word, he said the governor should do the needful. We don't know what the needful means, but we'll be watching. Mr. Ivis, for the first time in my life, I saw where human beings did election. I voted in UK. I went into the place as if I was going to an office to register for a job. I took the form, filled, and I voted, and I walked out. There was no shouting. It took me only 2 minutes. I and my wife were out of that place. We went out as if we didn't vote. We got the results. I was monitoring it just the way we monitored Nigeria's election. They did not release results at midnight. When we saw results, we were seeing it live and direct. It was not eating. They have done election. These people are the ones that colonized us. Yakubu, you saw it now. Your colleagues did not off beavers. They did not off any electronics. They counted it. They showed us the videos. How they were counting it. Everything was transparent. And before you know it, a new government came in without no shout, no quarrel, no noise anywhere. And as if election did not happen on the 4th of July. Nigerians, the next election, I don't know how it's going to look like. I only wish it could be just what happened on the 4th of July in the UK. I only wish. Coming to Niger State governor slapping the imam. That's the height of impunity of all our Nigerian politicians. That's the way they behave when they have power. They think they are the alpha and omega of everything they do. They can undo and undo. It's a pity. And that's why they can steal without thinking about the poor man who has not eaten. And that's why Desiani can have a mind to steal that much. Because they don't have people's conscience in their hearts. They don't have any conscience. Because if you earn the money you spend, you will not wake up to buy that kind of bra. The bra you are going to wear and wear cloth on it. Or else maybe she's telling us that she wants to be walking around with bra so they can see that she has an expensive bra. And that's to let you know how stupid and wicked someone can be to buy a bra of that such amount and the estate they have. Now they are auctioning our properties. The same way they're auctioning it, the same looters in this government will be the one to buy. Only we wish they can tell us who bought and how they got the money. If this same country, you see a government pursuit Nigerian Aviation Authority have an helicopter, you are not using it. You auctioned it. People that need it came to meet you. We need it. Air Force needs it. They need it. You didn't sell to them. You sold to somebody we don't know. Mr. Nigeria, I would love us to just keep on that story of the aviation ministry, how they sold the helicopter. They bought something for $4.3 million, and then you're selling for $1.2 million to somebody else, ghost people that we don't know. In Nigeria, and if they tell you something cannot happen, it does not exist. So Nigerians, if you surprise me that this before the end of this month you'll be on the street, it'll be nice. But I'm waiting and watching. Thank you.
Okay. Oga Amachalan, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for your submission. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, I would like us to move on to the next person. We have someone on the backstage, Jeko Obedient. If that one and you are beg, let's see your face. Jeko Ibisi. We need to see your face before I bring you in. But while I'm waiting for you to do that, let me call on the next person to speak to us, which is Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you. Talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Watch. And good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Nigerian. This Tinubu wife, this Remi Tinubu, is mocking Nigerian. You know why is this? What are you going to farm in your company at your home? How many crops are you going to farm? How many quantity? It's mocking Nigerian. You cannot talk to your husband as a woman who have kids. And you see how other Nigerian women currently what they are passing through. You cannot talk to your husband. How can they face insecurity so that women will start going to the farm? How many quantity of food are you going to farm in your home, in your compound at home? This woman they take Nigeria granted. Yes, because I see no reason why you are encouraging people to farm at their home. Okay, why can't you tell your husband to fight insecurity so that people will start going to the farm to go and farm, real farm? How many crops, how many quantities of food are you going to produce in your home if you farm at home? I don't really know what Nigeria people are still waiting for, because they are the cause of those things. I see no reason why every day things are getting worse. You people are still there waiting. You are waiting for who? Who will come and help you? It's you that you are there, you will help yourself. Yeah, nobody will just come and help you. Other country cannot come and help you. Unless you will start it first. Even UN will intervene, you will start it first before they will intervene. They will not just come and intervene. You will start it first. You guys, things are getting hard every day. You are telling people to go and farm. Even at your home, you can farm. Even in your home, you can use bucket of. Imagine. You say every Sunday you go to church. You say you go to church, you go and pray. Nonsense. Those people, they are just taking Nigeria people granted. Like say Nigeria people don't know what they are doing. Just because of Nigeria, they are very patient people, and they are very quiet people. Instead of you talk to your husband to fight insecurity. Since when your husband came to power, you have never addressed anything insecurity. And every day, insecurity, they are getting worse in every day. Look at what I watched today in media. At Yoruba land, Esme and Ateke, they one on one, they are sharing this thing one on one. Imagine Nigeria's situation currently right now. Esme now they have power now. Anytime they can come out, be sharing with other insecurity people. I don't know where we are going to in that country. The thing is getting serious every day. I don't know. I'm telling you the truth, but I don't know what we do. Even see what I read today. Even a LASU student states peaceful protest over additional fee. People have never get feed well. People are still adding additional fee for their schools. Those people they just came and destroy Nigeria. They don't come and repair. They just come and destroy. And that is what we are seeing now. Every day, Nigeria is going down. Every blessed day. But no moves. There is no plan to even attend that. They will do something dramatically so that everything will turn around. They are just quiet. You are suffering. You are dying. You quiet. Why can't you do the right thing so that even though everybody, how many soldiers are there? How many police are there? They are not up to 2 million, all Nigeria forces. But we have almost 200 and something million people in Nigeria. You people are there just sitting down, doing nonsense online. We don't do necessary thing, doing nonsense online. I don't know where we are going to in that country. The thing is getting worse every day. Look at this woman now. You see this woman, this former NDC chairman woman. I see no reason why it's only Nigeria you see those kind of things happen, because you are not a public figure. Just like you are not a footballer or musician, something like that. But look at, you buy only one brand. Even though you wear that brand, who will see that brand? You know, your husband or your guy. You go and spend how many millions of dollars to buy one brand? Imagine. It's only Nigeria you will see those kind of rubbish, because the money is for stealing and useless the money. People are suffering. Look at, imagine. Only one brand. If that brand, you will wear that brand inside your shirt. Only who will see that your brand is your husband or your guy, if you are not married yet. But you went to go and imagine those kind of people. I don't really know where we are going to in that country, because if we don't change this narrative, we continue and there is nothing we change. Just take a look. How many years now? There is nothing changed. Everything is getting worse every day. It's getting worse. Now, how can we change this? We need to come together and speak one voice. Without that, it cannot change. Yes, let's speak one voice so that we turn everything around. Just like Edo State now, this coming election, you guys should be very vigilant. You should not allow APC to run to ring this election, because they are planning it by all means. You should not allow them, because we don't need APC and PDP anymore in the state. They are destroyer. They bring the disaster to Nigeria. They don't mean well for the people. Yes, we need somebody who can transform the state to the good state, just like as Abia is now. There we need such person, because there is nothing is working in Nigeria, talk less of other states. It's only Abia now is something is going on in Abia. And investment is coming there now in Abia State, just because the governor is doing well. Imagine Nigeria government, how many months last year you promised that refinery will start operating. Now they have said that ending of the year by December. When December reach now, they will postpone to next year, 2025. What type of propaganda government are those people? And after, some people still have the audacity campaigning for such people to continue. Thank you very much, Nigeria Watch.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Oga Mandate, are you the one sending those messages? Or is it a spammer?
It cannot be a spammer now. It is me sending it.
You know that those people come into that private chat too.
Exactly. So just say it's you. That's all. People, we have spammers all right there as well now.
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
Thank you. I will find it.
If possible, Mr. Ivy can. Mr. Ivy, if you want to give Mr. Ivy the go ahead, he can send it to me.
You said that? You said what?
If you want to give Mr. Ivy the go ahead, he can send it to me.
Yeah, Mr. Ivy is the correct man. He will give it to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
But I look not even trust. You not trust those scammers.
No, I don't look at it.
Who wants to scammer? Who wants to?
I don't look at it.
Who scammer?
Everybody they run for their head, though. I beg you, what are they careful? What are they put on our details? So I beg. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. Abdul Malik, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for that wonderful submission. But people waiting this up now. Make nobody. You better say this dollar sign today. Some of them now they verse with them.
I don't tell you say the thing don't hijack me. You don't block me.
I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't know
block me.
You know, from Nigeria Watch or from the other platforms. You know, sometimes you join from my other platforms as well. Depends. You know, from Nigeria Watch directly, I think it should be fine because somebody dropped. Ever since you said it, they'll be dropping super chats.
Yeah,
but
for the past 1 month, I have not been able to send anything.
It's strange.
Very strange. Okay, I'll keep trying.
Just try to use other. I don't know. Maybe other.
Yeah.
Other YouTube.
You know my own, other YouTube. Okay, I will try. Thank you.
Use other YouTube channel, but put your name as well. You know.
Okay.
All this enemy.
Not small thing. I can't pay my tithes. See trouble.
Thank you very much, man. God bless you. The progressive engine. God will bless you, my brother, Mr. Hakim. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. All right, I'd like us to move on. I want to appreciate Madam Rita for the wonderful job of yesterday. I did hear the listen to Una, but I didn't want it to come back to the panel again because I told you guys why I cannot continue. So that was good. Madam Rita, you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you. And Mr. Jonathan, I appreciate you as well, how you ended your final submission by telling everybody on the panel that we all are one. We're not fighting each others and all that. That is what I want. If you want to argue with anybody, do that. But when we are living, please let's live with love, you know, and harmony. It's very, very important. You know, we shouldn't sleep with any kind of anger. God bless you, sir. I appreciate
you try. You live at Amrita. Say my jollof, my way. They dance, they go, and they watch your back, right? Is there for you?
Your line not clear like that, okay?
And because I know where the real network day.
And then use your phone to talk. You use this your your headphone, all those Oh, push nice car. You roll down your window, throw it through your window, and talk from your phone directly.
I said yesterday, you leave and I went to say they dance, they go, and they watch your back.
Yes, but she did a good job now. She's the moderator. Anybody that's a moderator on this panel must be respected. Have that in mind. Anybody.
Honestly, I love her. The way she judges some people. I just enjoy her. I am the person in charge today. You cannot do anything. She judges some people.
Also, people in the job, they will reach their turn. Maybe they'll still deal with you. No worry.
I get the appeal for hand. I will give the injection. You know me now. I get the injection for hand. More better, you know what?
All right. Anyway, fighting at this moment is allowed in the election period. We can have fight basketballs. That's what they be. But after all this now, after the September election, everybody will come together as one family. You know, since I get peace. The other day I wanted to declare, but finally I've decided I'm not going to declare anymore because the consequences will not look good. You know, a lot of people will be oppressed, suppressed, and I've also asked myself questions and all that. Does it really worth it? So I'll let you guys do the job. You guys are already doing the job. Nobody they agree for anybody now. Give us a man, they not agree for anybody. Madam Luke not agree for anybody. Madam Rita not agree for anybody. Mr. Jonathan not agree for anybody. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what they do campaign. Not look anybody eye. Talk about your candidate, you know. Basketballs everywhere. Nothing they happen. That's what they be. You know, so more than not take a personal. Talk about your candidate and discredit other candidates, although with facts. Okay, let me call on the next person to speak to us. Normally, give us a man now you. And you don't use like 5 minutes for your minutes already because you know they omit since. So if someone want minus all those ones, now 3 minutes remain for your minutes. Anyway, talk to us.
I like you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
Well, greetings to everyone. Thank you very much for the time today. I actually really appreciate it. Well, I think so the issue of Nigeria and the video of the first lady in court that you played, because I don't recognize her as first lady because we all know how they got there. Now, what they are trying to tell you is that they are destroying large-scale farming through the S-men. Time will come now, large-scale farming that is meant for commercial enterprise will be destroyed. So what she's telling is that you are crying you can't go to the farm. Why not create a small farm behind your house and forget the bigger one for the S-men killers? That is what they are doing now. Because what should be the major priority? Should it not be that the husband, who is the head of the criminal, should work on security, fixing security so that people can go back to their farm and make money? How much can you make as a family? So now they are not considering the people that do business with farming, like mama, papa for Edo State or your state, Samfara, Bauchi, all of those places. They are not in consideration. All she care about is go and farm behind your house. If S-men are buying you, leave your land, leave everything for the S-men. Let them take over while you just create a small farm behind your house. That is their renewed hope. That is what they tell you. That is what they meant when they say renew hope. Renew hope is that you will kill your enterprise. Farming for exports will be destroyed. Large-scale farming will be destroyed. You won't have chance to go to farm. Then you now resort back to farming behind your house. But like Mr. Malik asked and then Mr. Moshola, how many people can even take care of? So these guys don't mean well for the country. Remi Tinubu, the last time I checked, she's a female, right? On this platform, the most empathetic people, in fact, even as she was mentioning yesterday, she still show empathy to some people. That is the nature of a woman. Remi Tinubu, Madam Luke said it. I mean, there's no other way you can say it. If we have dealt with the criminals, more so people that deal in drug, they don't have empathy. She has been everywhere. The last time is that, oh, the Igbos, they will take the inheritance of the Igbos in Lagos. Now, they are now taking the inheritance of Nigerians because we are known for farming, whether in Oyo State, whether in Benin, in the southeast. Some places are farming in the north, they are farming in Plateau, in Benue. So Remi does not care about those big time farmers. All she cares about is if X-men are destroying you, go and start farming at the back of your house now. You see the wickedness of these people? Now you have security. Nigerians don't deserve security. But we told Nigerians that these people, they don't mean well for the country. That is what we are seeing now. Now, on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, I have said it here over and over again. If you release Nnamdi Kanu, you are not doing Nigeria any favor. If you don't release him, you are not doing yourself a favor. You are only extending the days of the evil that is about to come on Nigeria. But for me to beg you and say, Tinubu, release Nnamdi, beg you on what? Nnamdi Kanu has a civil rights. He did not offend the Nigerian government. He did not say anything bad about the Nigerian government. He's only exercising his human rights. So let him go. Let him go. Now, the man that you play his video that talk about the election in UK. The question here is, Sunak and the other guy, his name is out of my mind, out of my reach now, did not go anywhere to go and hold any press conference on what they would do for UK should they become the prime minister. They didn't even travel to Nigeria. But you see the likes of our own leaders, they went to them to tell them what they would do. Election was not rigged in UK. Nobody stole ballot boxes for them in UK. What is the problem in Nigeria? The likes of Tinubu, Akpabio, UK, they know what is happening. When Fagbemi said judiciary is not the hope of the, is not the only hope of the poor man, it's also the hope of the rich man. What he's telling you in essence is that, hey, Nigerians are poor, so they can't get justice. Justice now is sought for the highest bidder. That is what Fagbemi is telling you. He's not saying like I said he has pity for the poor or for the common man. No, he said, in fact, what he said is that the rich also they can get justice now, and they can get it anyhow. They can either pay for it or they can even pay for it. That was what Fagbemi said. So Nigerians, read the line very well. Fagbemi didn't say anything. He didn't say anything to pity the poor people. In fact, he played into the hand of the rich men, because if you look at that, what he said, he first praised Wike, how he did everything for judiciary and all that, and because Wike has done that, he also needs to get justice now, whether by crook or by enemies. Wike must get justice. So these guys, they don't mean well for the country. They don't mean well for the country. Nigerians are the ones that will arise and take their country back. And that's why we are here on the Edo election. I have told the Nigerians, more so Edolite, that Barrister Ozabowolumi Akpata is the man for the job. Now, what Obaseki is trying to do to Kabaka is what Tinubu did for them in Lagos State. But Edolite, please, we know that you don't carry last, but this is when you will prove it to us that you don't really carry last. Kabaka is just one man in Edo State. I want to see the kind of crest that he has that will make them rig the election or say that people should not come and vote on the election day. So Edolite, get yourself ready, because what Obaseki did to Kabaka is so in a way pour water for ground so that go people step on the cold floor when the election happen. But this guy, or sorry, this election, this fight is going to be a serious fight. It's a fight for the soul of Edo State. So Edolite, Barrister Olumide has gone everywhere to tell you what he will do for you. He has spoken to the traders. He has spoken to the people that are displaced. He has spoken to the people in school. He has spoken to the transporters. He has gone to the palace. So Edolite, Barrister Olumide Akpata is the man for the job. I gave you yesterday again, minute by minute, second by second, what he said he will do and how he's going to do it. Don't play into the hands of men that will end up collapsing their structure for the evil people. Give your votes to Barrister Olumide Akpata. He's the only one that can dare them. He's the only one that can confront evil. They can tell you that the way he speak, hey, they can tell you that false narrative, because the guy is stand tall and is challenging them. He's one that can dare them. Then they say he speaks arrogantly. Hey, Oga, when you speak, in fact, you speak more arrogantly than Akpata, because Akpata is not arrogant. Akpata is only standing on his rights. He doesn't speak arrogantly. He speaks eloquently. He passes information and communicates with the people. So speak to the matters. Don't tell us that the way he spoke in one video. So you should buy his own supporter, and he will fold his hand and be looking at you, right? Because you are the only one that have the soul of you are the only one that have the soul monopoly of madness in your head. Akpata is man for the job. Let him go there and do it for us. Let's vote for him. He has Edo at heart. He has empathy and compassion. Let's allow him to go there. With Akpata, Edo State will be okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. Thanks for your submission. God bless you. Okay, let me hear from Mr. Oduwa. Then I'll come to Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Oduwa, thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
evening, all the panelists, all the commenters, all the listeners, and all the viewers. Where the link you posted wanted me to create a YouTube broadcast. So that was why I could not. It did not say that I should come in, but if I want to create, so I should create. I should click the link. So that was what I saw there. So anyway, the tensions of Tinubu I greet everyone in the panel. Morning, afternoon, good evening, depends on your location. All the listeners, all the commenters, all the viewers. According to the topic, that the tensions on Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, where we did not know the kind of tension that's upon Tinubu so that the tense for him to release Nnamdi Kanu. But however, he should release Nnamdi Kanu, whether by tension, by crook, or by hook. What we want is to release Nnamdi Kanu. So, because according to the so-called combinations of group of people called country, the people that even give them those combinations that make them country now call them Nigeria or now Nigeria. Those people, if it is how that when you ask for freedom, you will not receive it, they have to jail you and jail you and jail you. Another person come and ask for freedom, they have to jail the person and jail the person. Then the Nigeria will have still be in bondage today. They will have not have name called Nigeria as a country. So it will have been the slave. It will have still be the slave of British. So that is why when people claim to be a leader, when people, they call people leader or learned or this, I will always baffle, because the rightful thing that such people will have engaged on, they are not engaging in it. So when they say law, like our Baba were telling me yesterday, law, if I used to see, if I were to be a Nigeria soldier or a Nigeria police and I came from East, or not even the East safe, in the time of Buhari, that when he unleashed his Boko Haram upon our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers, in the farm, in the road that they cannot use from Edo to Aunchi, or from Edo to Abuja or Okene, automatically, if I were opposed to Abuja or opposed to anywhere, I will resign and come back to my state. Because the purpose of me being there is to protect my people. It's not for me to be in that government security, then my so-called co-brother or co-friend will not be unleashing mayhems on my own people. It will not happen. So I see that people are making business, because if not, yesterday there was a man who said from the, I think it was called Odogu or something like that, Okadibu or something like that, who said that releasing Nnamdi Kanu is not the thing, that they should leave Nnamdi Kanu to be there. Automatically, such people don't want his freedom, because if you release him, we don't stop the agitation. Yes, agitation will never stop as far as the people who occupy the positions of the so-called leadership are not leader and are not supposed to be the one in positions, agitation will never stop. Because this is why I used to say that you cannot put plank on your eye and you are telling your brother to remove the dust of plank in his eyes. No. Akpabio said the other day that there is no amount of tensions or whatever. They will still approve to buy private jet, and when the Nigerians are hungry. So how will the agitation stop? Or when they were buying yashed, they were buying yashed. How will agitation stop when the Nigerians are hungry? So when the Nigerians could not know what to do, just like the way the other bishop said that it is them who has the religion oppressing the Nigeria brains in the name of religions, not to know what to do. So how will agitation stop? And according to the Edo parable, they said no kekiria or yase. Those that corrupt at last will not corrupt most. So by the time people begin to understand that this is their failure, this is their pain, this thing, they will not stop crying. Because in other hand, they said, the one you have beaten, you cannot stop him not to cry. So for the peace to reign, let Tinubu, let Emilo come release Nnamdi Kanu for us. Because me and Biafra, when it happens, it is because it has not happened and we are saying we are not Biafra. Because if it happened, I will still join my people to defend my house. Just like the way I'm saying that. I said it that time. I will leave this Italy. I will go home. I will go and defend my house. Yeah. So, and I believe this time now it's not going to be against the Igbos or this one anymore. It will be against defend your people. Let a rain fall in your land. So they should release Nnamdi Kanu for us because that is my pain and my wish. And then for the other one, as Remi Tinubu is planting and watching, yes, it's good. Is in other hand, it's not really mocking Nigerians, but it's telling Nigerians exactly things to do. Because me, I say it here, like Edo was a place we farm. Today, if you go to those areas, they have sold all in the name of development. And now, the people who sold those lands are not crying that there is no food. In my own village, at least after Uselu, because Uselu always produce first corn, then my village produce second corn in Edo State as a whole. People from Esan, from Onwa, they came to my village and back home. But now this is the village that the villagers cannot even plant pepper, not to talk of corn, not to talk of cassava, not to talk of yam, because they have sold the future of our great-grandchildren. They themselves now, the one that have highest land is now having 50 by 100, not to talk of 200 or not to talk of 500. So now the Tinubu is telling them, since you people doesn't have land to farm anymore, then the little you have, you can use whatsoever things to gather sand and heap sand and plant on it, because that is only where food can come from. Abuja cannot give you food because it is paper they are using there. They don't plant yam there, they don't plant corn there, they don't plant anything there. So it is your own duty for you to plant for yourself so that you can eat. Despite that you cannot plant much, but at least if it is even one day you plant, so we still something. So thank you.
Okay, Mr. Odua, thank you very much for your submission. And God will bless you. We don't know time down, and now you talk camp, so we'll remind you, we'll pray may not happen, anything happen for Nigeria. You say you go buy ticket, you go Nigeria, go support them, do the fight. So if you reach that time, I may come knock for your dog, Odua, make you prepare your luggage. Thank you, sir. All right, let's move on. Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you. Yes, sir.
So I get one question from Mr. Odua on that farming thing.
But the time never did. Okay, go ahead.
So thank you very much, Mr. Odua. I respect your opinion very, very well. But you also said here that when people go to school to go and study agriculture, but they are not practicing it. Now we have X-Men destroying our farmlands. The woman and the wife, that the husband is the president, not helping security. Then how then do you now help Nigerian people that went to study agriculture in school to go and get those in practice? Because now I think you are saying that she's not working in Nigerians.
Okay, thank you.
Should I respond?
Okay, go ahead. Respond, sir. Go ahead.
Well, it's not mocking Nigeria. I'm not. When people are talking of herdsmen, I laugh because what I laugh is that before or years back, that's according to Edo language, they say what happened now has never happened before. Is the parable of a stranger. That tells you that the people of the land are no longer their people. So that is why another outsider can come and terrorize the land. You will not say we have one Nigeria, because you fail in your responsibility.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Odua. Mr. Jonathan, once again, good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Good evening to you. And thanks for the good work Thanks for the good work you are doing. I greet everyone on the panel. I greet us on the comment section. I greet Mommy Diaspora as well. God bless you, man. Once again, welcome everyone. I want to start with what I picked something from what Mr. Abdul Malik said. Very profound to me. He said Nigerian money is there to be stolen. And I agree with it entirely. The Nigerian money is there to be stolen. I only had to hear that Nigerian money is not there to be used for developmental purposes. It's simply there to be stolen. And they are doing just that. They are not missing it at all. They are living up to that expectation. Get there by whatever means and steal up to the last milliseconds that you have in that office or in that position. That is what we have in Nigeria, unfortunately. And I will quickly say this with respect to Mrs. Tinubu. For me, I don't see anything wrong in what he did as a first lady. Normally, that's what, if Nigeria were to be a normal country, that's just the role. That's the role of the first lady. It's not allocating 2 billion to the office of the first lady, wasting the resources that are not there. This is a typical role of a first lady. Comes out to encourage the people just to do what is needful for an average family, to have a garden. There's nothing wrong. It's just a typical role of a first lady. It doesn't take the fact that we have issues in Nigeria, but that is just the typical role. That's what you expect a first lady, things of this nature. Talking to the families, getting closer to an average Nigerian family, relating with them at that level. That's the role of the first lady. So those are the things that it should focus on. That's just the way I see that. Nothing more, for me to that. And the gentleman that came to Arise that was talking about that we should hold Nigerian government accountable. Each time I hear that statement, it's now that statement has now become so absurd that when you hear it, it's like they just say it. They don't even understand what they are saying. Hold the Nigerian government, especially when it's coming from the academia, it's coming from the elite, the so-called elite in Nigeria. It's coming from the political class also. Hold the government, hold what accountable in Nigeria? a country where everything is done with outright impunity. It is run on the notion of take it or leave it approach. That's what we are going to do. The other day, Wicked still said it. If you don't like it, go and hang on the transformer. That's the approach. Is that the people you want to hold accountable? It's telling you that there is nothing you can do about it. If you don't like it, go and hang. So when I hear such statement, that's the kind of statement I attribute to taking Nigerians for granted. That you can't do anything. There's nothing you can do. If you don't like it, go. It's not a normal country. Nigeria is not a normal country. It's a lawless country. I'm sorry. The country is a lawless country. Both internally is lawless, externally is lawless. Internally because they don't obey their own laws, nor even uphold the rule of law. Internally, they don't obey it. Externally, they still violate even the laws, the protocols and agreement that they put pen on paper to sign. They don't even obey it. So both inside and outside is a lawless country. The Minister of Information that came out spinning the document of the Samoa Agreement, that clause is very clear. That clause simply, in clear terms, approved LGBT. It is written in English. And thank God they posted it there. If you have time, if you can post it for people to see, to see the language, it endorses LGBT 100%. Your fundamental right. You have no right. You cannot discriminate against sex. You can't. What does that tell you? Or you want them to write LGBTQ there? That's the deception they do that we see in Nigeria. And they are still coming out to deny it because they think they will, again, it's a lawless country. They will shovel it down the throat of the people. You take it or you go and hang. That's the approach. Because that clause, Nigeria entered into that agreement. And with that agreement, yes, that agreement endorsed, approved LGBT. Even though the word LGBT is not stated there, but it approves it, it rubber stamped it. Final. And Nigeria is a signatory to that. Whichever way you want. So the newspaper, the problem is that they are still afraid. Yes, Abati said it. Stand by your story. It's either you stand by your or you apologize. Even their statement, they are spinning around it. They are still spinning. They cannot be clear cut. Have a position. This is our story and we stand by it. It's in English. Now we've seen it. We've read it. You should stand by that story. You go to court. You have a case. But because it is Nigerian government, they know that if they dare, they will pay the ultimate price. They will deal with them the Nigerian way. So they don't want to be, they are still neither here nor there, spinning around. See, that's a problem that we have in Nigeria. And I know people have talked about UK election. I alluded to it yesterday, and we make comparison with election from, that happened in advanced terrain, like the United Kingdom. We like to compare it procedure-wise, the way the election was conducted, the most freest election you could ever seen in anywhere in the world. Somebody just alluded that it took him less than 2 minutes to vote. They had about 2-3 minutes. Yes, that's what happens in advanced countries. Sometimes you will even question, have I voted? Yes, it has happened to me. Not once, not twice, severally. Did I actually vote? Will my vote actually count? Because I didn't even spend time there at all. You'll be thinking like that because the thing just goes so seamlessly. Because the Nigerian mentality is that before you are even able to vote, you'll be thinking of whether you will go there and still come back home intact. But we compare that. the fundamental area that I also draw comparison to is the leadership, the way they campaign, the promises that they make. The current Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, he stated it emphatically during his campaign, who is Chancellor of Esquire, which is the equivalent of the Finance Minister, who is going to be Rachel Reeves. Right off the bat, day one of the campaign, he stated it emphatically, who his Foreign Secretary is going to be, David Lammy, day one of the campaign. It clear cut. And because he knew that with that, he will even get maybe some 1 or 2 additional votes here and there. So people already know what they are going in. But let's compare that. Let's use that in Nigeria. That's what I ask in Nigeria. That is part of my own barometer. That's part of my own measurement. Whether we are actually progressing in Nigeria politically or we are going back, that is key. Nobody, see, a president in Nigeria will appoint nothing less than 7,000 people. That's the minimum, conservatively. Let me just put it at that, so that I know it's better for me to be conservative than to go overboard. Mr. Tinubu, by now, have appointed nothing more than 5,000 people. The governor of a state in Nigeria will appoint nothing less than 2,000 people. Let me put it conservatively. Nobody is asking any governor or any who wants to be governor, who wants to be president, to give us no. But there are some key people that you will mention. That is how it is done. If truly, truly, you want to attain that height of true democracy, that is what we must request as a standard from our politicians. It's not going to be... See, when Starmer, the new Prime Minister of UK, entered number 10 Downing Street, Friday afternoon, late afternoon Friday, he entered into number 10 Downing Street with his finance minister and with his foreign secretary. Same time. It's not going to be negotiation now, backdoor dealings, backdoor negotiation. No, it's not going to happen. These are key positions, fundamental positions. The foreign secretary is already signing deals already. In Nigeria, it will still take the president 3-4 months to set up his cabinet. A governor will still take him 1 month or 2. And then we're looking for development. Are we kidding now? That's what we're asking. And with respect to Edo State, that is fundamental if you really want true development. Ask the candidates, who give us two. No, we know that you have the power. Once you are elected, you have the power you will appoint nothing less than 2,000 people. That's the minimum for a governor. But tell us the people, the key people, so that we can make an informed decision. We can judge you by that standard. It will go a long way to know who you are. It's not going to be backdoor dealings once you are elected. It will take 1 month, 2 months. Even 2 weeks is too long. Let us know. And the only candidate I see in Edo State that have done that in this cycle is Paul Okubowa of the YPP. He has mentioned at least 2-3 names. These are the people. Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are, they say. He mentioned it. These are the people I've worked with in the past. I've known them in the past, and I can vouch for them, that I can bring them in as my associates, as my partner to work together with me. I can vouch for them. If you say you have been doing something, you have been in a profession, law profession, accounting profession, whatever, 20 years, 30 years, who are those people that you can pick now? Even locally, even inside Nigeria, that is the standard the people of Edo State must insist upon in this election. Mr. Elvis, I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Okay, the last person on the panel is Oga Chris. Oga Chris, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please, come forward.
And good evening, sir. Nigeria Watch. Happy first day of the week, which is Monday. Happy first work day of the week, which is Monday. And good evening, sir, to you and your family. And good evening to people in the comment section. It's nice to be with you guys again. You know, it's so refreshing to remember that We always do this every evening, and we share our thoughts, ideas, and opinion. And Mommy Diaspora, and special greetings to you. I love you so much for all you do, and you keep doing what you do. Thank you so much. And not just what you do in the open, but the things you do at the backstage. We appreciate all of them. And the people on the panel with me, and the returning Madam Luke, I greet you specially, and every other person on the panel with me. It's nice to be with you guys. It's always nice and when we cross-fertilize ideas and these ideas coalesce into a common point, but at times into differing opinions. And the people listening to us from all over the world, good evening to you all. Thank you for enriching the debates. And as for me, Nigeria, once again, thank you for the carefully selected and topics that you brought out today and the videos that you played vis-a-vis the articles that were showcased for all of us to read and listen to. As for this journey, for me, like I've said severally on this panel, they're just playing tricks and games with the minds of people. I can't be bothered with these shenanigans any longer. You know, it was only last Friday that the report came out that Sadia Umar Farouk, the woman in the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry under Buhari, made away with 4 trillion, whooping allegedly 4 trillion naira that couldn't be accounted for. And the courts now gave a judgment that she should account for 729 billion, and still she cannot account for a dime of that amount. Now the newspapers, they want to try and throw our attention away to where the attention shouldn't be. We have this lady in Nigeria. She's right here with us. What are they doing about her? What are they doing about every other person? Why anytime there's a case of these people coming up, they always throw something. They throw spinal into the walkways to kind of hurt whatever is going on, to divert the minds of the people. And because of the nature of the country, we are all just moving. Our minds cannot be fixated on anything. It is one news to the other, one news to the other. People are dying every day, and before you know, we've moved on. Before you know, we've moved on. So these leaders, they've understood our styles. So that's why it's very easy for them to kind of control our thought processes, and it does work for them. As for Remi Tinubu, it's mixed feeling. Ordinarily, I think what she did was supposed to be the right thing, but coming from somebody who, in all through her life, has never done anything right, I find it difficult to take this kind of advice from her. Rather, I would just think it's another kind of taking the minds of the people away from what the issues are. There is food insecurity. You cannot tell me that the little farm you make at the back of your house is what will sustain food security. When her husband and the APC were not in power, everybody knew exactly what Jonathan was not doing well. They promised us that the only way to get fuel and stable electricity was to vote out Jonathan. Those were their campaign promises. And, they talked to, remember the Oshodi, the famous Oshodi and demonstration and all whatnot. And today they've been in power for 9 years counting. What have they done? Nothing technically. Buhari came, he did his 8 years, destroyed the nation, and the APC government, spearheaded by Tinubu, did everything to protect Buhari because he knows that he's going to be the next person, according to the Emilokon slogan. And now they are in power. They now know how to talk to people in peace. They now know how to encourage all Nigerians to support and their government to do well. We should be talking about industrial farms. Why are they not addressing the issues? Why people cannot farm the way we used to farm? Nations are moving away from subsistence farming, but we are still encouraging subsistence farming. It ought not to be so. If you want to have a garden at the back of it, it ought to be for fun. People are investing in agro-based technological advanced farming, and you are just talking about having 1 or 2 gardens behind the back of your house. Well, it all culminates to what I termed the shame of a nation. If you put all these people together, they are completely shameless. And there's this thing that I've been wondering, how come that these Fulani herdsmen, they don't attack the big farms? I remember there's Ox Farm in Nasarawa State and some few states like that. They don't ever attack these farms because these farms are owned by these big men and big time corporations. It is only the farms owned by individuals and people that are literally voiceless that this attack are orchestrated on. It's a shame, like I said. For Nnamdi Kanu, I think we really need to be circumspect in talking about this Nnamdi Kanu's case. For me, I keep saying, I find no fault in him, like a Pontius Pilate. They either have to let him go. Their courts have tried this man. It has gone to the Supreme Court, and yet they can't find anything to tie him down. Yet they are still expecting people to negotiate, and people are still doing the negotiation. We are still talking about pressurizing Tinubu to let him go. Is it Tinubu that should be pressurized? Is it Tinubu the law? Is it the justice system? We should listen to the justice system. I don't know what Tinubu's wife was talking about. Why should they pressurize your husband in the first place if your husband has allowed the law to work? If the law takes its proper course, then there shouldn't be any need for the pressure that you claim that we are being piled on your husband. If your husband can do it, he can do it. After all, he could sign the deal worth 15 billion naira, $15 billion. Yeah, I think that was the figure Mr. Jonathan gave, which I really supported then, because it's good to put this thing in the dollar equivalent so that, because dollar is more stable, so that we keep our eyes on that. Nobody, there was nothing. You didn't need any person's permission to sign that contract. A contract that goes against every ethos of national development. You signed it without pressure from any person. So you should be able to release Nnamdi Kanu if you want to. Then if I come back to Edo State politics, you see, this newfound love between Obaseki and Tony Kabaka, for me, it's not strange. I've always known Obaseki for his dangerous kind of politics. Now he has gone to resurrect the ghost of Tony Kabaka. And we all know what Tony Kabaka stands for. He has been flirting with this guy because they know what they can do. They know what they want to do in the 2020, in this next governorship election in Edo State. They want to unleash violence on the good people of Edo State. Obaseki has conducted he has oversaw two elections in the state. The first one was the local government election, which we all know ended up as sorrow, tears, and blood. And the next one was the House of Assembly election. It's exactly the same pattern. Now he's going to resurrect the ghost of these people, his field marshals that are ready to do the boogeyman job for him. That is why we say that the only person that can stand against this evil of Axis is Barrister Laments of the Labour Party. And that is why they are also scared, they are also confused of him, because they don't know where he gets his audacity from. They don't know where he gets his gusto from to confront these people without fear of favor. He says it's the way it is. We saw what he did in Owan West local government over the weekend, and precisely at Ohomora. We saw the issues that the threat he issued out to the people that attacked his people in that local government. So the truth is that Edolites, we have to be very sensitive about this election. Election in Nigeria, we understand the way it is. There's no way we can compare it with election in Western countries where civilized people vote. We know the ethos of election. You go to courts, you go to wherever you go, they have a way of doing what they want to do. So the person that can ensure that these votes are protected all the way through is Barrister Laments. Number one, he has that strength and sagacity. Number two, he has that legal clout. So even if they do it at the election level, even if it has to go to court, we are sure that there's somebody that will be there all through the way for us. Like I said, the road is slippery. The road is dark. We need somebody with a torchlight that can illuminate this path of darkness that has plunged Edolite. And that person is not that person than Barrister Laments of the Labour Party. Now, just talk about a few of his manifesto. Let me focus on food security. And thank you, give us our mandate. You have elucidated copiously on this channel how Barrister Laments hopes to bring about food security in the state. Now, there's this project, Farm to the Market, What he intends to do with that is that as these goods, these agricultural products, as they are produced in the farms, they are taken straight to the market, and whatever is remaining, those are stored and to be sold. Everything will be bought from the farmers. In that way, the farmers are able to get income, and the food will be spared of destruction. And this food are transferred to the local markets at New Benin Market, Ugbowo Market, Ekiosa Market, Ipubahi Market, all the markets. And when these products are sold, whatever is remaining will be saved for the next time, for the next season, or for the next day. And the man went ahead to say that it is after we have satisfied the food needs of the people in the state before we start thinking about exports. That is a man that has one thing, only one thing in heart, that is the welfare of the people. Look at the thinking. He's not just about exporting, making fund, making profit for the state. No, he said the first thing is to make sure that the people he governs, they have enough food in their market, in their homes, and whatever is remaining is what he's going to consider for export. And his plan is that for the first 1 year, he hopes to be able to bring about a level of food security in the state, so that from the following year, then we can now start talking about export. And before that following year, the plan is to build silos, storage facilities everywhere in the cities, everywhere in the villages, everywhere in the communities, so that the excesses of this food can be saved without unnecessary destruction. If you just take a drive across Otukpo Oasis in Makurdi, you see foods littered all over the place because we lack storage facilities. And the Edo-lites, you'll be shocked to know that there was actually a World Bank project to build silos. But it's going to revisit that. The World Bank project, we never saw the light of the day. This project was supposed to be done by the government of Obaseki, but yet nothing happened. So by Salumi Akbata, it's going to reawaken that project. So in the first 1 year, this is what he's going to do, building those silos, ensuring that farmers, food crops are bought from farmers, so they have funds to be able to cultivate for the following year. And whatever that's been bought from these farmers are taken to the market. And when it gets to the market, the people, the prices can now be fixed and controlled properly so that everybody gets what they need. There will be no need for greedy holdback of products, goods and products like people usually do. So this is the stability that Barrister Olumide Akpata is bringing into the table when it comes to food security. And it's only a governor, it is only the person that has the interest of the people at heart, that wants to put the people before profit, that only thinks in this direction. I'm talking about Barrister Olumide. Okay, maybe in the other 4 minutes, I'll go into that point. Mr. Nanjawoch, thank you so much for the opportunity to contribute. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, Mr. Nanjawoch.
All right, Oga Chris, thank you, sir. God bless you. I appreciate your submission. Gave everybody enough minutes to speak today. But let me take this call before going on our final submission. Mr. Chimize, you are calling back again. Please, you have only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Go ahead, sir.
With Nigerians, we complain too much. We hear too much. I don't know if somebody do something good. I say, this government, I didn't support them. But yes, the first lady did something good. That some people, that lazy people out there, should take it up and say, okay, let me go. Not everything you will put on your backyard. There's a small things you can plant on your backyard, you know. And I don't know why when someone says bring something good, we can't be condemning and condemning and condemning and condemning. It's not right. At least it shows that you can do it. So how many people want to farm? Nigeria is so lazy. They want already made. Everything, they want to buy everything in the market. Is it not one being that will put all those things? And is it every place that herdsmen is? You see all the whole farm in Nigeria that have herdsmen inside there. What are we talking about?
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Chimizi, your 2 minutes is up. Thank you. Mr. Chimizi, can you hear me? I have to cut the phone, please. You know, let's respect time here. That's the problem I have with some of you. At the end of the day now, if I talk, some of you will pick offense from it. Let's respect time. It's very, very important. If they give you 2 minutes, talk for 2 minutes. They give you 3 minutes, talk for 3 minutes. If you need extra, if the time is available, I'll give it. Let's respect time, please. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, my people. Now, God, I will bless you now. I would like us to have our final submission. Let's do 5 minutes on this final submission instead of 4 minutes. So that 5 minutes, please just use it to say or counter anybody that have given their submission. Like you coming in to say you want to counter somebody when it's not your turn yet. I will not permit that. Please understand with us. It's not easy, you know, doing this, but let's work together. Okay.
My chairman, sir, please, before Mr. Mosala, will you allow me maybe just 30 seconds or 1 minute just to say something to this farming thing?
Go ahead.
So this project that this woman is bringing forth, and like Mr. Lua said, there's nothing new under the heaven. Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, did same thing here in the US. Did American follow suit? Everyone did not fall because of Mr. Chinese. So if you accept it, good for you. If you don't accept, don't force it to Nigerians. We are seeing from a different perspective. You see that's your opinion. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, Oga Mashallah, if you are there, sir, I'd like you to give us a final submission. 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, Mashallah, you're not available. I'll just move on to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, thank you very much, man. Your 5 minutes, final submission.
Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch. It's good to be here again. Thank you, Mr. Chris Dublin, for your wonderful welcome, and also to being always so tolerant and just the calm in the storm of Niger Watch. God bless you always. So, I don't understand. When Mr. Chimize called, I always look forward to his submissions. He's always the first one. He will come in the middle and probably show up at the end if you give him a chance. But I don't understand why he's criticizing the opinions that Nigerians complain too much, because according to him, Mrs. Tinubu is doing something good that should be emulated. And that is not the point. He forgets that the privileges Mrs. Tinubu has are not the same privileges the Nigerians have. I don't know if he was privy or he watched the video where he saw all the security guys. She probably is in she's in an air-conditioned garden behind her house with no flies. She even had gloves on and to put manure and all that. How many Nigerians farm or live in those kinds of circumstances? So I mean, he did not address the issue properly. That's not the point. The point is the privileges Mrs. Tinubu has are not accorded to the Nigerians who need them more. So until Nigerians are given the same level playing field that Mrs. Tinubu has, where they can wear gloves and come out with their own outfits that you used to go for party, to go and do gardening, then we know we are talking. But Nigerians cannot even go to their farms because of insecurity. So please let us be mindful of what we're saying to make sure that we're getting things straight. And I thank Mr. Chris Dublin for also mentioning the fact that the Nigerians would always have a situation whereby we have distractions. Anytime they want to, and it all comes down to tribal sentiments and politics. When it is time to deflect from a certain part of Nigeria, they will not point the radar in the opposite direction. Desiani Allison is always coming in every time to shield from the main things that are plaguing us in this country, where justice is not accorded on a level playing field. Like Mr. Chris Dublin said, all those northerners, yes, that have embezzled and stolen money, that you will not tell me you want proof. Somebody will tell me you want proof. Where is the proof that Desiani stole the money? Has she been convicted in any court also? So what is good for the goose is good for the gander. All we are hearing is hearsay, 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 hearsay. And at the end of the day, nobody is being charged. Nobody has a paper trail of what is going on. And so Nigerians can never benefit from good governance. And Mr. Chris Dublin also said it again. We know why Mr. Obasaki is doing all those Kabaka runs. The same thing MC Oluomo did in Lagos. That's what's going to showcase in Edo State. Like Mr. Chris Dublin said again, Mr. Olumide, Barrister Olumide is fearless. He's also a son of the soil. He grew up there. He knows the in and out of Edo State, and he knows, where those shenanigans are coming from. And I hope the Edo people will stand up to their mandate and get rid of all these thugs and make sure whoever they want to vote, I don't care who it is, Okumbawa, or whatever. I know APC is not in this race. APC is not in this race. So, my good Edo people, give it your best shot and defend your mandate. Thank you.
Madalu, thank you, man. Thanks for your submission. Thanks for your time with us today. I appreciate you always. Abdul Malik, if you're there, sir, please, your final submission, 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, Nigeria Watch again. You see, we Nigerians, we are the problem of ourselves. Tinubu Watch did not do anything good. You know why? Because if she really care, if she really have the pains where Nigeria are passing through now, she would have told her husband to fight insecurity so that people will be able to go to farm, to go and farm real farm, not backyard farm. In your backyard, you're at your home. How many farm are you? How many crops are you going to crop? How many quantity of crops are you going to farm? If really we are saying the right thing, in your backyard at your home, how many meter, how many square of land, how many quantity of food are you going to farm there? If really she is care for Nigeria people, why can't she tell her husband to fight security so that people will start going to farm to farm and feed themselves and even have quantity to sell to other people? We are, most of all, we are the problem of ourselves. Even though we see the right thing, we will not say it. You are farming, but security, there is guide. Even at your home, Aso Rock, there is security guide they are guiding you. You see? Is it not hypocrisy? Yeah, that is hypocrisy. He just want to show ourselves that they want to show people that yes, let's go to farm at our backyard at home. Hypocrisy. We are the big problem of ourselves. We need to change those attitudes so that we can move forward. And really, yeah, when somebody did something right, we need to say it. It's only witch and wizard. They don't appreciate good. But that thing is doing it's not the right thing. Yes, for me, it's not right. How many food are you going to produce at your backyard at home? How many quantity of crops? How many? Why can't you tell your husband, if really you care for Nigeria people, the pains Nigeria are going through now? Why can't you tell your husband to fight insecurity? That is what they did. They gave Jonathan Chibo's girls. But now look at what is happening now in Nigeria. abduction of students everywhere, people everywhere, every 2 months, 3 months. Adoption, but Chibos get, because of Chibos get, that's why they fight Jonathan to remove it in the office. But now what we are seeing is worse than Jonathan period. Is it not hypocrisy? What, I don't know. How can we move forward in this way? We cannot move forward. Let's say the right thing and talk the right thing. Yeah, they removed this man because of Chibos girls. They adopt Chibos girls then. But now, what are we seeing now? Every 2 months, they adopt people here, 500, 200, 300. Why can't we see this? Now nobody is talking. We even insecurity. How long we cannot even go to farm? Buhari regime 8 years. Sweeney, this man now 1 year plus now. Still 9 years. We can't go to farm. When Jonathan was in regime, people can go to farm then. But now nothing. We can't go to farm anymore. Let's still say the right thing and try do the right thing at the right time. Yeah, because this thing I don't understand. How can we move forward this way? We can't move forward. Tribalism have divided everybody in Nigeria. Everybody, that mindset, unless we remove that mindset, that tribalism of something, we must drop it so that if we can move forward. Without that, we can't move forward. Look at what is happening. Let's unite and fight those people. Yeah, this man now did something against Jonathan. Let's unite and did something the same thing against this man. But we South, I don't know what is wrong with us. But they are there now looking, and this man is the one that did something against you, your brothers. But now you guys, they're just quiet. Nobody's talking. I don't really know. Good, Nigeria, thank you very much.
All right. Nigeria matter, the frustrate person. Abdul Malik don't tire. He don't tire for Nigeria matter. He said, I don't really know. After he's saying everything. That's so it be, my brother. That's so it be. To be honest, even me myself that come here every day anchoring the show.
No, Nigeria, say the right thing. I don't understand. If really this woman, he care for people in Nigeria, why can't you tell your husband to fight insecurity than you encourage people to farm in their home? How many, just take a look, how many quantity of food are you going to farm in your home? How many square of land in your home? How many?
It's crazy. Now so we see him. Let's take it the way it is.
So what they are doing is that they are taking away their enterprise. They take away your enterprise and they give you peanuts, and you say we should clap for them. When Michelle did it in America, was there, Mr. Chimeze, you live in America, I live in America, was there situation in America? Was there X-Men in our farm in Minnesota and other places, or in Texas? I should be jumping and clapping for Tinubu.
You already talking, you have your 5 minutes, give us a mandate. Just go ahead now, your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, so like I said, so now because she say make I go, I should close my enterprise because of insurgents of the X-Men, which we know the organizers behind the insurgents in Nigeria, except you are telling yourself lies. Allegedly, the vice president of Nigeria is a sponsor of Boko Haram. Allegedly. So now because the human come out now say make we go plant garden for our backyard, and they take our mama papa enterprise for Bini plantain. Mr. Adu, I talk about corn here. Oyo, we have plantation there. Bauchi, Samfara, different places. So now they destroy all of those enterprise, and no, you now pack your tractor, you pack your all of your mechanized farming implements, you pack them from the farm, put them behind your house. How many can that do for you? I should be jumping and clapping for him. When you are ready, you let me know. Michelle Obama was one that started that initiative, and there's nothing bad in that. But when she started, was there insecurity in America? Was there starvation in America? Were they killing in America? And this is how to distract Nigerians. They now hear that people are trying to protest protest is in the pipeline, and I cannot wait for that protest to happen. There's protest in the pipeline coming. You want to divert your attention. The issue of the LGBTQ, that national company, is it the one that is owned by the husband, or which one is? I think the other one is it the he owns, or which one the whole? They know what they are doing. His point there is there, white and paper. People went to school. They deceive Nigerians, and that's why we keep telling Nigerians, particularly Edo State, when they know that you can stand against them, you can stand them shoulder to shoulder. They don't say you are arrogant. But when you are kind people, when you told bus drivers not to allow any other poster in their buses, you intimidate them. Then Olumide was no arrogance. You see wickedness of men. But because he can stand them shoulder by shoulder, they now say the way he talks, the guy is arrogant. Enter house. Just they show you. You are not the only one that has the monopoly of madness. So that because Olumide is speaking louder, he's challenging you guys. All of a sudden, he's arrogant. Olumide, if they say you're arrogant, continue your arrogancy. That's how we are going to take our state back from their hand. When they were stealing and looting, when they were finding our people in the farm and selling our land, then they were not arrogant. Because they now see a savior coming to save the state, is all of a sudden is arrogant. Which kind of human being are this for God's sake? Which kind of men and women are this? So the guy should fold his own hand and you buy his own supporter, right? So if you guys did the last time you want to do it again this time in this election, you will not go anywhere. Olumide, if you say you are arrogant, continue your arrogancy. I dare your back. If that's so, go to get I don't stay back. I dare your back. The guy is arrogant. You see the way he addressed the people. Oga, you brought policy. We gave you policy. You brought it. We challenge you in all fronts. All of a sudden, the guy is arrogant. He's arrogant. Arrogance, call arrogance. Edolites, vote for Mama Papa Pekin, Barrister Olumide Osavu Apata. Now you go fit do for Edo State. Then they fear they catch them. Fear the beginning of Olumide, when once you hear his name, then go the shiver. So make them fear until we win the election. Give our state back to the people of Edo State. Olumide Apata all the way. Mama Papa Pekin. Thank you very much.
All right, give us a mandate. Go and sleep, my friend. Go and sleep. I don't reach day dark for America. Thank you. Thank you for your submission. My people, let's call Mr. Odowa. Mr. Odowa, you have the floor, sir. Talk to us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very much. So for the benefit of doubt, I am full son of Ibinu. I know when I recall that Uthman Danfodio wanted to Islamize entire Nigeria. It was our people who said doubt will never happen. And it was rebuked at Okbila. Although before Okbila, Kogi State is now part of Kogi and Okbila Aziz. So a person that my people rebuked and reject his actions, today his children are chasing my people out of the farm. Then who is deceiving who? It is my people that is deceiving themselves. In the name of we are one Nigeria, in the name of we are educated, in the name of one stories or another. If my people can claim and be destroying themselves in the name of cap, in the name of color of cap, and they cannot use that power to defend their mother and their father and their brothers and sisters that want to produce food for them, Who are you going to say? Who are you going to blame for that error? Isn't the man who is looking for a way to survive that left another desert looking for a savannah place to stay? Is the you will blame for it, or my people who give them that hand to maltreat my own brothers and sisters? So I say, repeat again that whatever that is happening now has not been happening before. It is the parable of a stranger. When we are not saying that we can no longer go to farm, it is the architect of this thing is the vice president. For me, the vice president is not in my state, and he doesn't have powers over my state. Just like the way I'm complaining of Okpila Smith, I know what it takes. Just like the way I said, if I were to be a soldier or whatever, I will leave that position and come and defend my land. When Biafra war happened, Bemudia was to come and defend my local government. So if you open your eye and outsiders are pouring sand in your face, it is not the fault of that outsider. It was because you open your eye for the sand to blind you. Now, if we are saying people cannot go to farm, how many village has really gang up themselves and say we could not go to farm because of these people? Not to talk of a local government have to come out and say we are not able to farm because of these people. Or not to come and talk of two local government coming together and say we cannot go to farm because of these people. My brothers and sisters, all those things, I see them as mere talk, because if they cannot go to farm, they will have been in the street. Then everybody will have known they are not able to go to farm. So when people are now idle by themselves with their mindset in the name of white collar job, that they will just give you money, then you are now on top of the world, then you will become this. When I went to Nigeria, my friend told me that now, if you answer my young winner, no one want to work with his bare hands. When me that I come from Europe want to work, no, do this. I asked them, do I go and seek God? So if I did not work with my hand, would I go hungry? When God gave me the strength and wisdom to do, I said I went to the years I'm supposed to be working with God wisdom in place on me. I said I'm going to school. Then when I go to school, they say A for apple. A for apple. Did this produce apple? No, A for apple. B for, did they produce those things? But when you take me to farm and say, do it this way, if I do it, it will produce. So thank you, Mr. Najawas. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Odua, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time with us. Always, I really do appreciate you. Your voice is going far alongside with others. Oga Jonathan, thank you, sir. Your turn, no talk to us.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, thank you. Thank you very much. When you started the broadcast, before the callers or before we started talking, you addressed yesterday, and because of the way and manner with which you address it, I decided not to even go there at all, because you have done very well in your wisdom. But it seems that some people will not just stop talking. Yesterday on this platform, yes, they will not stop talking. Yesterday on this platform, we had people. I said it yesterday, I think, and I will use my 5 minutes to address this. So I have a lot of things to say, but I will address it for the final time on this platform. For the final time on this platform, because I have no respect for people that have no decorum. And I don't demand a damn respect from them. People that have no decorum. And I thought it was rested yesterday, but it seems it's not. And I will address it finally today on this platform. And I will have no time to respond to any such talk again, regardless, as long as my name is not mentioned. But I will use today for the final time to address it. so that I draw the line. Yesterday, I heard the language. Some people were talking about going personal. And I addressed it, and I thought that was over. Not until when I heard someone calling people cheap people on this platform. Who are cheap? Is it the panelists that are cheap? Is it the commenters that are cheap? Is it the listeners that are cheap? Overall, is it even Nigerians that are cheap? Who is cheap? I have the intention to say this today, to use my first 2-3 minutes, but I decided since you have addressed it. But again, today, I heard telling people to shut up. Who are you telling to shut up? Is it the panelists? Is it the commenters? Is it the callers? Is it the people that are listening, or Nigerians in general that you are telling them to shut up? For such people, I don't even want to engage them. I don't even want to engage them for 1 minute, for 1 second, regardless what they open their mouth to say. Because why? They are too little by any standard to me, in any shape or form. And I don't demand any damn respect from such. So I'm addressing that for the last time today. Let's focus on the issues. I come here to spend my time to focus on issues affecting Nigerians, affecting every citizens of Nigeria. That's what I come here to do. So I don't have time. So going forward, I think I will have to bury them and put them where they belong by not responding to anything whatsoever that comes from such any longer. As long, with a clause, as long as my name is not mentioned, whether I'm on the panel or off panel. So I'll end that. With respect to Edo State, I will say this. The candidate, as it stands right now in Edo State, whether you are supporting APC, PDP, Labour Party, any of these three will not, and I say it, and I say it again, none of them will deliver for Edo State. It's going to be same old, same old. And it is only time that will tell. It is only time that will tell. The only candidate that can do it, that has the plan, is Paul Okugbowa of the YPP, who has outlined his strategies and his policies to revitalize the agricultural sector of Edo State to bring about economic growth. He's the only one who has done that. And as we all know, because as it is in all states of Nigeria, Edo State is not an exception. Nigeria is predominantly, in fact, Edo State is predominantly an informal economy. That is the reason why Paul Okugbowa has proposed the artisan policy for Edo State, which will create, this policy will create a vibrant artisan entrepreneurship sector for Edo State, where everyone, every skilled worker, as long as you have your hands to do something, you will also contribute to the development of Edo State, to the overall growth of Edo State. Is the only one, as an entrepreneur himself, who has proposed an idea, a people-centered plan that will foster, that will bring about growth to Edo State as an entrepreneur himself. He is the only one, Paul Okugbowa of the YPP, who has proposed true autonomy for the local government, where the local government will stand alone and exercise the powers, the duties that the Constitution has given them. They will not be gagged in any way, in any shape or form. He came out and he spelled it out clearly. Paul Okugbowa is the only man that I see, having listened to all of them, who has the plan for Edo State to transform the state through innovation. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I will leave
All
it
right,
at
Mr. Jonathan. You see, I don't mind anybody talking about their candidate, but I just want everybody to stick with the topic and stop attacking each other's. That's why I addressed it at the beginning of this broadcast earlier on. You understand? Yes, please. Everybody should respect that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oga Chris, are you there, sir? It's your turn. Your final submission, 5 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Njawaj, and thank you.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you, sir, for the 5 minutes, the extra minutes. I'll just pick up from where Give Us Our Mandate stopped. Give Us Our Mandate. Thank you for bringing the issue of arrogance to this political debate. I don't like arrogance is when a governor, precisely Governor Obaseki, refused to swear in chief judges that were cleared by the National Judicial Council, national, not states. 8 of them were cleared to serve in high courts, but Obaseki refused to swear them in because he knows that he cannot control those people. But after 11 whole months, he now managed to swear in 5 of those people. And as we speak, 3 of them are still remaining and nothing has been done about those people. Arrogance is when a governor will deliberately remove the roof of the House of Assembly so that House of Assembly members will now resort to meeting in his office. So tell me, what can they deliberate about? What can they even counter? Arrogance, again, is when a governor feels that he knows too much to the extent that he refused to conduct local government election and he becomes the lord and master of everything that happens in the state. He doesn't listen to any person. There's no House of Assembly to control him. There's no judiciary to control him. There is no local government to check him. He knows it all. He wants to do it all. He is the Superman, and that is arrogance. Now, we are not going to allow that arrogance to continue. It was the style Oshomole used, and he handed over to his godson, Obaseki. And Obaseki wants to hand over to his godson, Aswe Godalo. It is the same style. So we are going to stop that. The reason they keep talking about arrogance is because they have seen a man that can match them word for word, violence for violence, peace for peace, fair play for fair play. And that's the person of Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. And for you, Mr. Chimeze, you were talking about we overhyping Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. Barrister Chimeze, I have a very bad news for you. We have not started. There's a French word that is called tableau de hote, and there's another word that is called a la carte. Tableau de hote is just like the beginning. A la carte is the main menu, the extensive menu. What we are dishing out now is tableau de hote. It's just the beginning. At the time we go to the a la carte, I don't know what you are going to do. Please don't develop high blood pressure. It's just the beginning. The hyping is just starting, my brother Chimeze. It is politics. And we want to play it word for word, action for action, peace for peace, sense for sense, stupidity for stupidity. It is politics. We must wrestle power from these people, no matter what they do, no matter the propaganda. If you know the level of destruction the PDP and the APC have done to the state, I'm sure you not say half of those things you're talking about. And again, if we keep discrediting Olumide Akpata because he didn't mention his cabinet member from the beginning, and we want to draw a nexus with what is happening in the UK, people, Keir Starmer, the current Prime Minister of the UK, has been a Labour Party all his. He's been a Labour Party person all his life, and nearly a politician all his life. And they have been waiting for 14 years to get into power. He has been a politician through this year. Olumide Akpata came into active politics not long ago. And above that, in the UK, there is a system that they do there, which they call the shadow cabinet. For example, as APC is in power, they have Minister of Health, Minister of this, Minister of blah, 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 blah. The PDP that is not in power, they will also have shadow cabinet ministers that will be checkmating these people. So you can understand these people have a rich background. They already have people that have been doing this shadowy job. So we cannot actually draw a nexus between that And what's happening in Edo State kind of politics, Nigeria kind of politics, even at that, not being able to mention the name of the people that will serve with you does not automatically translate in any way to the fact that you will not be able to rule properly if you become the governor. Obedience, I'm just saying all this for our personal consumption because it has been repeated over and over and over and over again. I just felt it is good to put up a rejoinder to kind of counter that plan because it doesn't really make so much sense to base the ability to govern a state on your ability not to be able to name the people you are going to work with in an interview on YouTube. Now, people that believe in obedience, the Labour Party, His Excellency Barrister Peter Obi and Olumide Akpata, the battle is completely clear, like I've mentioned severally. It is a battle to continue to live as we've been living before, or to take a paradigm shift from what we currently have now. And we have seen that in 2023, to make that move, that paradigm shift, wasn't a very easy task as we thought. We thought we could do it with the ballot. We thought we could do it with the courts, and we saw that these things were not possible. So that is why the persona of Olumide Akpata radiates so much energy that these people are scared of. The energy is just so bright that it's blinding all of them. They can't see far. They don't know what's happening. The light that radiates from Olumide Akpata is a supernatural energy from the celestial body. He's not just an ordinary person. He's somebody that has been presented to Edo Light to take us through this darkness that Edo Light has been plunged into by dirty satanic politicians. They've been there for the past 16 years and they want to continue. All of them, they've been there. All we are saying is that we have to take power from these people. And trust me, even for a baby, if you want to take the feeding bottle from the baby, it is difficult. Not to talk of adults that are already glued to free money, to doing things the way they like, to not being care, to not just being, they don't care about what's going to happen to the state. What they are concerned about is profit, 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 profit. Look at all the forest reserves in Edo State. Mr. Do, I know you like farming so much. The forest reserve in Edo State, they are all gone. Obaseki has given these reserves to Chinese people, to different people without putting the people first. Is it just going to be profit, profit? And this process of giving out these places, they are not debated. It just gets a few handful of people. That is arrogance at the best. So that is why we are saying that for everything, every propaganda they come with, we have 100 to counter those propaganda. But there's no news. For anyone they come with, we tell them our focus now is to tell Edo Light what our party stands for, what Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party stands for, what his godfather, His Excellency Peter Obi stands for. As at today, Barrister Olumide Akpata has compared notes with Alex Otti not less than 9 times. Not less than 9 times. And he has vowed, I think that is the greatest electoral promise, that you all will take away the good people that are supporting Barrister Olumide Akpata. He said he's going to supersede whatever Alex Otti has done in the past, in his first year in office. Only that enough is enough energy that should galvanize us. Only that enough should be the focus, should be our fulcrum. Even if we cannot go into the nitty-gritty, the details, the fine details of what he's going to do as a governor. But this promise, we can hold him accountable to this promise that he's going to supersede whatever Alex Otti has done. And he didn't just say that. I said since Alex Otti became the governor, he has compared notes a minimum of 9 times with Alex Otti. How else do we want to know if somebody is ready to govern the state? This man is in his early 50s. He has governed a complex network of people before. He has governed every tribe in this country before by virtue of his chairmanship of the Nigerian Bar Association. And Edo State, like I repeat, is like a mini Nigeria. If you go to Edo North, you see people with culture that are similar to people in the north. If you go to the Owan East Axis, if you go to of Via Northeast, you see people that share the same ancestry with like the Yoruba people. If you come to Edo Central and you see people sharing almost the same nationality with those of the Igbo. So, Edo Light, Olumide Akpata is the man for the job. Good evening and thank you, Mr. Nanjao.
All right. Thank you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. We are already getting close to 4 hours. I appreciate you all. Now, God bless you now. We've done it again today. We're continuing tomorrow by 6 p.m. Normal time, Nigeria. Though I came out late today, hopefully we'll keep to time tomorrow. I appreciate every one of you that came to the panel. Madam Luke, Amashallah, Abdul Malik, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Odowa, Kiwas Ahmad, and Oga Chris. God bless you all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate those of you that call in today. Thank you very much, Mr. Shimize and Mr. Ben actually called in as well, and many others that called in. I appreciate you all, my people. Then I got one super chat today. Thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, I lost the person that gave the super chat. But I know I got one super chat today, but I lost the person. He's not here. It's supposed to be safe. Like I told you guys, we're using the upgraded software of StreamYard. So I'm still struggling with this. I'm still struggling with it. So don't worry, I'll get through. But I just want to appreciate that one person that super chatted me earlier on. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Now God bless all of you now. Thank you, Mother, for all Mommy Diaspora. I appreciate you, Mommy. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Patricia. Enough, my dear sister. Thanks for your time with us today. Rosie Ayosh, thank you. Oga Chris once more. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Broadcast. I can see you right there. Thank you, Patience Demudia. Thank you very much. Thank you, Peggy Modi. God bless you all. Thank you. Who again? Then we have. Okay, Patience. Okay, thank you so much. And Enterprise, thank you, sir, for joining us today. I appreciate you, Shana, Tioba, thank you. Madam Amin Bright, I can see you, man. Thank you very much for your time with us as well. Abuazi, thank you, sir, for all you do. I appreciate you always. Ajio, Deborah, thank you. My people, I appreciate you all. Vitus, Equivalent, and many, many more. For those of you listening to us right now, we appreciate you all because there are a lot of people, a lot of you that is watching us that have never ever joined the panel or the comment section. I want to say I appreciate you. If you mean well for us, may God continue to bless you. Although we have a lot of people that don't like us, but they can't do without not still watching us. But I want you to understand that we are not here fighting anybody. We're only calling out our government to do the right thing. In the process, we can offend you. I and my wonderful panelists can offend you. Always learn to forgive us. Yes, find a place in your heart to always forgive us, We can beg for forgiveness today. Tomorrow we'll go offend you again. That's what the panel is all about. But we'll continue to beg for forgiveness. It's not our fault. We cannot continue living like this in our country. We cannot. It's not working. The politicians, they only care for themselves. They don't care about the people. Like Mr. Abdul Malik said earlier on, these guys are just sharing the money amongst themselves. They care so much about themselves. Nigerian money is meant to steal. It's just there. They don't care about you and I. And Nigeria is not working. Today, people were buying petrol at 1,001. Let me check it. 1 minute. 1,000. Because I need to be sure, because this is a broadcast. I don't want to say something. I need to be sure the exact amount. 1,150 naira per liter today. People were buying petrol. 1,150 naira per liter. This is not yesterday. This was just today. It's crazy. It's crazy. Some of you listening to me now might say, oh, it's not that much. We can afford it. Yes, you should be grateful to God that you can afford it. But what about the people that can't afford it? It's not looking good now in Nigeria. But nevertheless, I know that we will survive this. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, my people. Now, God will bless you now. So I'd like to end the show right now. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Please, before you go, if you know you don't like the broadcast before, just press on it before you go. If you know you not share, copy the link, help us to share. If you know you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe to us. Our subscription is a bit slow at the moment. And hit the notification bell so that you can join this live interaction. join our membership program. Hit on that super thanks whenever you are listening to my panelists. Always hit on the super thanks. I appreciate you all my people. Now you enjoy the content. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good night. And bye for now. Thank you so much.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad for the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what media? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing. And we recommend to everyone in Nigeria